Hey everyone, this is Steve here. I know I've been doing a lot of my videos lately on the Protoss race, but as I mentioned before, I am always a Zerg player, and I am going to start doing probably all my future videos on Zerg. I'm going to change my channel around just a little bit, because I thought I was going to play Protoss full time, but unfortunately I just can't do it. I get all these cringes away from the Zerg race, and I just can't beat them. So, and I can with the Dark Templar rush that I've showed you, but I can't play like a macro game, which is the way I like to play. So I have decided I'm going to stick with the Zerg race, my initial race. I've always made a promise to myself I wouldn't give up on them, although I would take breaks on them. So what we're going to do is go ahead and I'm going to cast you a nice fun game, and I'm going to explain to you why I always like to have some fun. So we're on Shakura's Plateau, and over here in the bottom right in the red we have me as the red Zerg, obviously, and up here in the blue we have Guybrush. I thought I said Guybrush. Oh, this is a good start. And we have our blue Terran Guybrush. So we're going to call him Guy for now. So already in this map, one of my favourite maps, no matter what race I'm playing. I like this map because it's big. It's got a nice it's got a ramp into your natural and then up into your main, so you can actually get some. You can do a fast expansion very easily on this map. Positions are already very favourite because they're cross. Not really that you can get an unfair position for Zerg on this map because they cannot spawn on the opposite sides. So I'm just sending my Overlord out here to the left, sorry. I'm hoping to get like a free scout on his base. Unfortunately he isn't spawning over there, he's just putting up his standard supply depot. I'm just doing all my drones. I actually did this wee thing where I actually sent out my drone scout at 9. It is very early, but I do believe it does help. And the reason, especially in the lower leagues that I am in right now, is because what always ends up happening to me is I always end up getting some sort of, well, not always, but it's quite common, well, more common than you think, for lower level players to do cheesy all-ins, like cannon rushes, or 2 gateways, or some sort of 7 racks all-in, and you can scout that. With this drone you'll be able to see if he's doing some sort of 2 racks play. It just makes it a little bit easier for me personally to be able to find things. Just putting up my gas there, as he should be doing the same thing very shortly. I think I actually get my gas a little early this time. I'm not sure why I did that. My normal build is 15 hatch, 14 pool, maybe 15 hatch, 15 pool if I can get away with it, into 16 overlord and 17 gas. I don't just doing a little bit of scouting around here. Yeah, I remember this game. I don't actually see a gas here, so I'm already at this point, because he's got his orbital command before he's got a gas, so that instantly is telling me that he's going to be doing this 2 racks build into an expansion, which instantly gets me a little bit paranoid, because I am not going for an expansion all of a sudden. Why am I not doing that? I don't know what I'm doing in this game, but I think I'm a little bit paranoid here because of the 2 racks and I didn't go for an expansion. I should have went for the expansion anyway because I can hold it. Oh, I know what I was doing here. I was going for a Baneling bust. That's what it was. I think I was in gold or platinum at this point, and I'm literally just trying to bust my way back up to diamond. Literally busting my way back up to diamond. So he puts down his mule there, gets a little bit supply blocked. Not too much of a big deal there. It wasn't for too long. 2 marines, and there's my 6lings coming out with my metabolic boost, which should be coming very shortly. I think I delayed my gas a good bit. This isn't going too well. So I do attempt to do a Baneling bust. He's sending down his first few marines to scout. I think he had an SCV in my base. I think he has complete vision of my base. No, he doesn't even know where I am at the minute, so that's interesting. Although he probably will see the number of leggings going past, because he looks like he's going to get some control of this watchtower. He's going to use his marine to scout over the 2 bases, so he is going to find out where I am eventually. Although he does have vision of this tower, so he can actually see what comes along his way. So that's probably going to help him. What's probably going to aid him in his defense. Once again, getting supply block. That's put a little bit interesting there for 2 racks play. You think they have a lot more supply depots than normal, but hey, I don't play Terran, so I can't really say. There's my speed going down. Inject Steve. There you go. Going to get that Baneling nest down as soon as possible. He sees those links going across the map right now, so he's instantly able to react to him. Let's see what he actually does here. Getting his marines ready. I think he's going to be expecting some sort of Baneling play, as my Baneling nest is up already, and he's bringing his marines back in. Probably going to close up there and put down some sort of building here. I think we're going to have maybe a bunker or something. So we're going to be moving down those links, just running somewhere in there. I think these should be rallied over to his main base. I know I've got 2 still sitting there. But there I am, making my Banelings, getting ready to do that bust into that base, but he is well prepared for it. He is getting his bunker, that should be able to hold us off, but we'll see what ends up happening here. getting very confident, even making the command center while the Baneling bus is right outside his base, and he knows there is some sort of bus coming here, and he's still going ahead and making that command center. That is very, very confident play right there. Probably some marble. It can be either very, very clever or very, very silly, depending on how good my attack was. Unfortunately, my attack is very, very late because I didn't mine the gas at the start, so the Baneling, or the circling speed should have been done ages ago, so that was my own fault for delaying that. So my Banelings are ready, just waiting for that last one morphin. The magic number is 6, but I think I actually get a bit of a scout and see that he's got a bigger wall. No, I don't, but I was kind of aware of it at this point, because he would have seen it. So I'm just getting my lings at the bottom here, getting ready to do that Baneling bust. There goes the last one. We're going to move right in there, little so I can get dragged along. And we're going to move right in. Are we going to get through this wall, I wonder? Oh, we're going to get through the supply depot, and we're not going to get through the overwall wall, so we'll have to pull those Zerglings back. Can't really do anything about that now, and he's just going to repair all those buildings again, so there is no way I'm going to get in. Bit of a shame attempt by me there, and what that does is that instantly puts me behind, because I am on 14 drones and he is on 26 SCVs with an expansion already just about to complete. I am in a panic mode at this point, because at this point you either have to go completely all in or just go for it and hope your opponent isn't that good. So I'm sending in some more Zerglings just to get another quick scout, because I'm a little bit confused at what he's still doing at this point. He does get that expansion down, and he is morphing it into normal command. I'm keeping my lings out here just to keep a wee bit of scouting information, and I do decide to go for that hatchery to try and catch up in the macro game. Bring more lings across. He does see that all of a sudden, because he does have control of the 2 towers. So he is not going to bring out his units, and he's not even going to move his command center just yet, because why would you do that when there's lings inside his base? He's just going to make some more marines, and hopefully have enough to deal with those lings, and then push out and secure his natural. I've taken my guys off gas, because at this point I just need to completely mass drone up, which is what I'm doing. I'm on 17 drones now out of the 29 SCVs that he has. I realise that he must have had those towers, so there's no way he could have scouted me, so I do go and take them out a little bit too late, because I probably would have won this game if I actually didn't let him take control of those towers, but hey, that is my own fault. Hatchery just about to go up there. I'm getting really desperate at this point, because I know I'm really far behind. I saw at the start that he was going for some sort of 2 racks with no gas, so at the start I was sort of hoping that, well, my mindset in this game was, right, let's kind of hope that he's just going for that expansion. I think I can get really, really risky here, because I know I'm behind, and I need to, whenever you're behind in StarCraft, you need to do something really drastic to just to catch up. And there is my drone transfer, just going on to my natural expansion. My queen inject are not good in this game. Go, go, inject, Steve, inject, Steve, inject, Steve. Come on, Steve, inject. Come on, queen. Come on. Come on. There we go. I should be making my second queen at the expansion. Yes, I am. His expansion is just floating up here, because the presence of these Zerglings is really scaring here now. Because the last vision he had was losing vision of these towers, so he doesn't even know where those lings are. Those lings could be sitting right here for all he knows. So he's wisely not bringing that command center to land. He could bring it just over here and float it here, because like the lings have no anti-air, so that would be a very, very interesting thing to do. We're just in a little bit of a stalemate now. Both players are just macroing up right now. He's just getting a lot of marines, getting those at engineering bay, probably to get some missile turrets, so I'm not going for any sort of mutalisks play. You can't get mutalisks that fast anyway after filling it, building those. So as you can see, I am taking up very, very quick. Well, not taking up, I'm getting my harvesters back very, very quickly, and I'm catching up as fast as possible. The downside though is he still has the advantage, because he had the higher number of harvesters for much longer than I did. So finally he is bringing out his marines. If I had a few buildings here, I could actually went and killed that. But anyway, he's getting his siege tanks out, salvaging that bunker just to get those minerals back, because he can always let that up now, because he knows that the threat of the Banelings have disappeared for now. I do have the control of the watchtowers. I am just constantly taking more drones. Having a look at the income again, I am on equal drones now, and I have actually had my expansion up a lot longer than him. So my income is actually ahead. Well, it was ahead. Slightly ahead. Oh, probably because of the mules that are in play. Yes, there's the mules. So that is the reason for that. If we just hit the escape key. He's bunkering up again just at the bottom. This is similar. Bunkering is just similar to well, it isn't at the minute because of the patch, but in this patch, bunkering, salvaging bunkers and rebuilding them in a different place is just the same as moving span high. I did put my changeling in the way there for a split second, then moved him out of the way again just to stop this barracks from actually going down, as he hasn't actually spotted that yet. I actually pulled the marine away just so it looked as if he made a mistake on his own part there. Just doing some more injecting over here, just pretty standard. Getting my 3rd gas up there, and pretty standard for me to get 3rd gas. I don't actually get my 4th until I'm ready to go on festers. Getting a 3rd hatchery over here now. This is where I take a little bit of a risk. I know that he's gone for an expansion at this point. I'm pretty certain I've seen it. How am I seeing this? Oh yes, I have changeling in there, so that's how I know, and I get really, really confident, and I go right ahead and take that 3rd base. I have a lot of Banelings in here now. What am I going to be planning on doing with these? Well, we'll see in a minute. You can have a look in the research tab and the production tab. I am researching burrow. This is going to be a dramatic tool that I'm going to have to use, because I am still behind. If we have a look at the army tab, I am behind in that, but I am a good bit ahead now in the income. So I'm doing very, very well in this game. I did fail the Baneling boss, but if it was a good player, I probably wouldn't have won, man, and wouldn't have been able to hold it. So he is just messing up Marines and tanks. Pretty standard for most Terran players to do. I have my Banelings just sitting here ready for that. They're also, I'm deliberately keeping behind this line of sight marker, just in case he comes along. He won't be able to use his Terran range to his advantage, because he will end up losing them there. Still in the Baneling tech, getting double Evo Chamber. I like to get my upgrades with that. You'll see now that I have that infestation pit. I did take that geyser there. 16 drones in production right now. I am feeling very confident right now, because I do have my Banelings here, and I do bring them down. And I burrow them right there. I should be actually splitting these up a little bit, because they're a little bit weird in position right there. I had that changing in that base. I think I probably have moved it. But as for now, if I look at the income, I am on 63 harvesters and he is on 43. I am at the optimal amount of harvesters right now. One mistake I always make as a Zerg player is I am right now in the optimal harvesters for 3 bases. I'm doing really well. And I am making more lings, but this is something I always end up doing. I always completely over drone depending on how many bases I am. Now you can see our opponent here is filling in his macro, but he is on 1,000 minerals. I did split up my Banelings a little bit, so once the army moves across here, they will die. I haven't spread my creep this game on purpose so that he will not scan. Now don't get me wrong, I was doing a Baneling bus to open with. However, because I wasn't planning on the game going on this long anyway, I didn't spread creep in the start. But I usually actually spread creep quite well in my games, and I deliberately decided not to do it this game just because I want to get those drones, and because I didn't want him to have a better chance of scanning the ground. Because whenever the actual push comes, I'm going to show you his vision, and then you'll actually see what happens. Because this here, you can't hit my Terran opponent can't even see a shade on the ground going different here. Now I'm getting a little bit cocky here, and I am taking a 5th or a 4th base right now. A little bit, I'm sort of really laying a lot of my faith on these Banelings. I am relying on them to do a lot of damage, because if they do not do a lot of damage, I am going to be in a lot of trouble. Now our Terran player is pushing out here with a several 2 siege tanks, 2 in the back as well, 2 more coming down as well, so 6 tanks in total right now. Still producing those medevacs, getting those Marines and Marauders. I'm making tons of Zerglings, getting some more Queens out, getting my extra 2 gas geysers. They're going to be extra help for me. My 4th Queen there is for my 4th base. Getting my Overlord spread out there, just get out some more line of sight. And here comes our Terran opponent right now. I see him because of these towers. He brings these Marines down, and I do bring my Zerglings and Banelings over here to try and counter him. I am vastly outnumbered. He has more units than me, and mainly because I've gone just pure drone. He has a lot more units than me, and I'm starting to make my units out now, but he still has a lot more units than me, and if this fails, I'm probably not going to do it too well, and I'll probably need to rush in with a good number of Banelings. But we're going to put it in his view right now, and this is what he sees. Okay, the Banelings are there. This is what he sees. He can't actually see that. So we're going to see what happens with those Banelings. Just getting some more Zerglings and Banelings over here on my own side. Still making some more drones. I should not be doing this. I'm still getting really cocky right now. I should not be doing this. I'm just squeezing in as many drones as I can, and I probably lose a lot of my games because I do that. My macro is just slipping slightly, and our opponent moves in. There's the Banelings right there. He can't even see them, and he's going to move in, and oh! Ouch! And he gives it up at that point. So that was a very painful match there, and it just shows the power of strategies that you just don't really see often. I mean, how many times do you ever actually see a Baneling mine like that? So I hope you enjoyed that game. This is it's one of the reasons I like to play as Zerg, because you can do so many different things that your opponent can catch off guard. Plus, I just suck at Protoss, because the 3-gate Dark Templar build is really risky, because if they do some sort of early pressure, you die. So the thing I like about Zerg is you can play, I like playing in the reactive race. The downside is it's kind of difficult to play, but I'm getting there. I'm getting a lot better at it, so I'm actually building 6 spore crawlers. Why am I building 6 spore crawlers? Probably just partner from Banshees. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon, and we'll have some more Zerg videos coming up. I will not be doing a Meet the Zerg video, so you'll probably just have to learn as we go through. See you later.